What's cooking, Ange?
Hey guys, so tonight for dinner we're going to do a pork tenderloin.
Look at her shiner, guys. Look at that nose. She's got a big old black eye.
I don't have a black eye. Now I lost my train of
Pork
thought.
tenderloin.
So pork tenderloin is what we're having tonight for dinner, and I know I say this every time I show you guys a pork tenderloin, but they are so easy to make. So I've got this one cut open. This is 1.3 pounds. It was $6, and this will feed Nick and I, and probably enough for me to have as a meal for a leftover as well. It's very, very tender. It doesn't take any more than like 20 to 25 minutes to cook it, and so gotta try it. I usually do them marinated. I've also done a recipe before where I've done a dry rub on it. Today I'm doing a dry rub. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be on there for about 7 hours before I actually grill it. So this one is a little bit maybe spicier than some I've done in the past. So I basically am going to take a couple tablespoons of oregano. And we're going to use some cumin, half a teaspoon of cumin. This says it's enough for 2 tenderloins, but it didn't seem like a lot, so if I have some left over, I have some left over. Then we're going to use some ancho chili powder, so some spicy chili powder. And chili powder, cumin, oregano. And then smoked paprika. Yep, I couldn't tell where the cumin was. So we're just going to mix all that together. Then we're going to add some kosher salt, just about a teaspoon.
Why kosher salt?
So kosher, well, it's actually coarse grind kosher salt. You know, I don't know why. Every one of these rub recipes that I've made always talks about kosher salt. I know why they do the coarser grind, because it doesn't dissolve right away. It sticks to the meat a little bit better. I guess that's something I can try to look up, is why kosher salt.
Why kosher salt on a non-kosher meat, right?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure. So here's my tenderloin. And all I'm going to do is just kind of sprinkle this on. I'm going to leave it in the refrigerator the rest of the day and let it just kind of work its magic, if you will. I'm going to try to get it on about all of this. Now, if you don't have a grill, the actual recipe doesn't call for grilling. It calls for you to pan sear it. So to sear it in a pan, just like a couple minutes on a side, just to get a little bit of a crust on it, and then baking it in the oven. So when I publish the recipe, I can give that option too for those who don't have a grill. So, and I think their actual recipe talks about doing it with cooked carrots. So I don't have any carrots. So that's our rub. That's my prep for dinner tonight. I'm gonna throw it in the fridge. I'm not gonna cover it, and then we'll throw it on the grill, and I'll show you what it looks like this afternoon. Hey guys, so we're back. So I grilled this tenderloin probably about a total of 22 minutes. Yeah, you want it to be somewhat firm, but again, as I've mentioned before, pork tenderloin pork in general does not have to be cooked as done as chicken. I mean, it's okay if it has a little bit of pink. So I pulled it off the grill, I set it on this cookie sheet, I covered it in foil and let it sit for maybe 5-10 minutes. And what that does is, if you cook it all the way to temperature and then you pull it off the grill, it's going to keep cooking. So the idea is to pull it off a little bit early, cover it with foil, let it kind of finish out its cooking, and then you'll be pretty much guaranteed a good kind of, I don't know, medium tenderloin, but it'll be juicy when we all dried out. So I'm just going to go ahead and I guess I'll cut from this end. Oh yeah. And I'm going to say it again. I know I've said it 100 times. If you've not done a pork tenderloin before, it's a super easy cut of meat. It's like an open pellet, like chicken, but it actually has a little bit more flavor, I feel, than chicken, and it's a whole lot more juicy. So you can see there's just a little bit of pink there, a lot of juice on there. And this should be a little bit spicy. So we're serving it tonight with roasted red potatoes and then some broccoli, cauliflower, and mushrooms. So give it a shot.